Hi there, yogis. Today's class is a 60-minute Vinyasa practice which explores both emptiness and your infinite nature. We'll start lying on your back with the head to the top of the mat and your feet to the bottom. And then we'll just nestle the shoulders into the mat, take any wriggles that might be necessary. And then we'll slide the soles of the feet together, knees out. If this position becomes uncomfortable for you at any time, feel free to straighten out your legs or take it. You might consider placing one hand on your chest and another hand on your belly, or just placing your hands on your body with a soft and loving touch. We'll take a breath into your lower hand, the middle of your ribs, and up into your upper hand, maybe upper back. And exhaling out through upper back, chest, ribs, and your lower belly. Let's do that a few more times. Inhaling fully and melting a little as you exhale. One more big breath. Inhale into your hands and melt as you exhale. And you might like to keep going with that breathing, or maybe start to adapt and modify, just so you can start to feel the fullness of breath here. Something I wanted to introduce today is the concept that from a fish's perspective, living in the ocean, there's no possibility beyond where the water and the air meet. And yet from our perspective as humans, there's below the level of the water, and there's above the level of the water, and so much potential and possibility for things to be happening and occurring and existing both above and below. And so, depending on your perspective that you're taking towards this practice, towards yourself today, and towards the potential that exists in the rest of this day, you will either apply or perhaps not apply beliefs that will limit potential or perhaps create it. The next time you breathe out fully, I'd like for you to really try and get rid of all the air completely until there's nothing left. And then you're going to take a full breath in. And each time we exhale, we're going to see if we can get a little bit more empty than the last time. Honoring any natural pause that might happen at the end of this exhale breath. And any natural pause that may happen at the top of your breath as well. Ironically, your greatest potential exists in that moment when you are the most empty. And so it makes sense for us that during this practice we may experience sensation of emptiness or not enough. And we may also, just as the breath fills, we may feel expansive and full and infinite. And we are both and all of those things. I'd like for you in this moment to land on your sankalpa or your intention, your heart's longing for today. And we remain in this stillness for one more full cycle of breath. Breathing in that heart's intention and sending it to each corner of your body, your energetic space. Now let's take your hands and slide them to the outside of your thighs. Use a little squeeze of your hands to bring your legs together. We'll invite the knees up to your chest. Perhaps give yourself a little squeeze. Rocking or swaying is welcome. And then we'll let the left leg lengthen. Your left hand goes outside of your knee and your right hand to a T shape. Take a twist over to the left. And notice here the impact on your breath. When you're ready to return, come on back to the center, both knees up to your chest, a little squeeze to straighten out your spine. The right leg goes long, take your twist over to the other side. Inhales create length. And exhale, belly button pulls into spine. We'll return back to center, both knees into your chest. Let's take a little rock backwards and forwards here. As you start to lift the shoulders, rocking forwards, and maybe lifting the hips, rocking back, we may start to find some little gaps along the way. Using a little force of the lower belly pulling into your spine, try to even them out as you rock. Eventually, you'll rock your way up to a balance, knees to chest, maybe keeping the feet off the mat. You might release one hand forward, perhaps both hands at the same time, maybe inviting your knees closer to your chest as you grow a little taller. You're continuing to breathe. Perhaps one foot goes up to the sky, maybe the other meets it. Maybe we invite the knees a little closer and we take 3 more rounds of breath here. And 2 more. And last one. And we'll lower down, cross your shins, take a turn around to the front of your mat, find yourself in a tabletop pose. Today for cat-cow, we're going to flip your hands and face them back towards you, spreading your fingers out wide. And if it's too much to do it with both hands at once, you can just do one hand and then flip in a few breaths' time. Pushing down through the base of your wrist, we lift up a little through the back of your rib cage, lengthen through your tailbone, and lengthen through the crown of your head. So this is an active but neutral spine. Now with your next breath in, we'll send the rib cage down, lift your tailbone up, and broaden your collarbones as you lengthen. Exhaling to round your back, tailbone tucks under, chin to chest. Do that again, big arc as you inhale, long through the crown. And exhaling to round. A few more rounds here. Inhale, big arc. And exhale, round. Allowing your breath to guide the speed of your movement here. One more round, using the fullness of your breath. We'll make our way back into the neutral spine. Fingers can face forward again here. Just a little warm up for the muscles of your forearms, helpful to support your wrists. We'll tent both of your fingers here, so pushing down, almost like your hands are a little tripod, but with 5 instead of 3. Then pushing into your hands, flick your fingers together, take the weight off and float. and then lower down. And we'll do that again a number of times here. Little flicks, bringing all of your fingertips together as quickly as you can as you float. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower your whole palm down onto the mat. Now we'll take your right toes back, extend them on the mat so your leg is straight. Then inhale, lift up your right leg. Your left hand will reach forward, thumb to the sky. Take a breath in and lift through the back of your heart. Knee and elbow meet together below you. We're rounding through your spine. And inhale, lengthen. Let's do that again. Inhale, exhale, round. And inhale, lengthen without arching. Keep the belly on. Last one here. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Hand drops down. Same with your foot, but toes pointing to the side of your space. And kickstand your left leg a little behind you. We'll take your right hand up to the sky. Reach it up tall. Stay here a little while. Perhaps we're wrapping this right hand behind your back. Perhaps taking it up and over your ear. Your time to explore here. The anchor of your back pinky toe. And the anchor of your left hand pushing down into the mat. Take one more cycle of breath just as you are. Right hand reaches up to the sky. We bring a big breath in. Right hand to the mat. Close your hips. Right leg stays lifted. Take a breath in and hug your elbows to your rib cage. A little chaturanga push-up. We exhale, the weight goes forward and the collarbones get wider. Chin to the floor. Let's inhale to rise up, push. And exhale, lower. Use your leg as a counterbalance here. We'll inhale to rise. So as we exhale, leg gets higher, weight goes forward. Inhale, rise. Last one here. Exhale with control all the way down. Rise up, tuck your left toes, three-legged dog. We'll bend your knee, rolling the hips open. Maybe taking a couple of circles with your ankle or knee. And maybe exploring lifting your left heel up and down off the ground a few times. Notice the weight through left hand, the weight through your right hand. Try to keep it pretty even between the two. I will return back to center. We're in a three-legged dog. One little crunch, knee to nose. You're rounding your back as you come forward. Inhale to push back, three-legged dog. Step your foot between your hands. Low lunge so your back knee drops down. Hands to the sky, spiral up. Hands to the heart. Your back shin pivots around to the side of your mat. Now let's send those arms out wide. So we're in a modified warrior 2 here. Breathe in. Right forearm, right thigh. Modified extended side angle. Return back to your modified warrior 2. And do that again. Exhale, tilt and lean. One more time. Inhale to return. This time right hand reaches for left hip. Exhale, tilt, 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 tilt. Modified warrior 2. Hands to the mat. Step back into a tabletop. Cow pose. Big breath in, big arch of your back. Cat pose. Belly active, chin to chest. Return to a neutral spine. Left leg lengthens. Then lift up your left toes, no arching of your back. Right hand, opposite hand, reach it high, thumb to the sky. Crunch in, lift through the back of your heart. Inhale, shine. And exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, round. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Lengthen, lengthen. Right hand down. Foot down with toes to the side, and your right foot slides behind you. Left hand, reach up, maybe even reach back. Maybe wrap it behind your back. Anchoring through your back, pinky toe. Right hand actively pushing the world away as you feel your right shoulder blade sliding down your back. Nice, Kara. Your greatest potential when you feel the most empty. Left hand reaches up over your ear. Ground down. Keep your left leg lifted as the hips close. Breathe in, elbows close to your rib cage. Little push up, chest and chin down. Inhale to rise. Exhale, widen the collarbones. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, go down. Inhale, rise, tuck your right toes under, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, roll those hips open. And just circling here, maybe opening and closing the hips. Maybe playing with lifting and lowering your right heel. And we'll return back to center. Close your hips, lengthen your legs. Knee to nose, round, 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 round. Come forward. Inhale, push back. Step through. Maybe use your left hand for a little bit of help if you like. Your back knee is down. We float the hands to the sky. Modified Warrior 2. Back shin spins and the arms open. Take a breath in. Push those hips to the side of your mat. Extended side angle. Left forearm to thigh. Right arm reaches over. Return back. Modified Warrior 2. Maybe left hand reaches across your waist. Tilt your body over. One more time. Modified Warrior 2. Left hand, right waist. Exhale and fold. Modified Warrior 2. We'll meet in a plank. Hands to the floor and step back. Inhale here. Downward dog. Hips go high. Remind yourself here your sankalpa, your intention. What limitations have we discovered today? And do we really consider that they are solid, concrete, everlasting, and permanent? What potential could we explore if we brought a sense of play into our practice? With your next breath in, let's lift the heels as high as they can go. And then drop them towards the earth as you exhale. Take it a little further. Heels lift, hips lift, shoulders above wrists, plank. Exhale, hips go high, downward dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, wave your way forward. Hips are high. Exhale, weight moves back, downward dog. Last one, inhale, come forwards. Maybe drop your knees, maybe not. Chaturanga, exhale, lower down. Point your toes, little back bend, heart opens. Child's pose, knees to the floor, exhale and push back. Inhale, round your spine to tabletop. Tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward dog. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Feet can be hip-width apart, a soft bend in your knees, and we'll take a hold of your elbows. Or maybe interlace your fingers behind the base of your skull. Thumbs are traveling down each side of your neck. And we let your upper body get really heavy. Notice the sensation of the tongue inside of your mouth, the muscles of your jaw, corners of your eyes, the skin of your ears. Let your fingertips fall towards the earth. Take a deeper bend in your knees. We're going to roll our way slowly up to stand. Wiggles and jiggles, welcome along the way. When you arrive at the top, hands go wide, reach up tall, take up space. And exhale, fold. Come up halfway, flat back. And fold again, maybe bend your knees. Push into your feet, rise up to stand, take up space. And exhale, fold. Flat back. Breathe in. Meet in a plank. Maybe drop your knees, elbows stay close. Chaturanga, exhale, go down. Point your toes, hands push down, shine. Downward dog. Encouraging the breath to move in through your nose, out through your nose. We seal the lips to keep the moisture inside of you during this nourishing, fulfilling practice. With your next breath in, come on into a plank pose, a little different this time. Knees go wide, look forward, you're crouching at the back of your mat. Step one foot and the other, top of your mat, half forward fold. Notice which foot went first. And we exhale, surrender. Hands to the sky, push into your feet. Look up. Big fold. Come up halfway, back is flat. Chaturanga. Maybe you drop your knees, maybe not. Point your toes, back bend, collarbones wide. And downward dog. One more cycle of breath right here. With your next breath in, come on forwards to plank. Bend your knees, crouch, look forwards. We're stepping with the other foot this time. Top of your mat, big inhale, flat back. And exhale, fold. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, fold completely. Come up, flat back. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, your knee drops down. Take your hands to the sky, big breath comes in. Hold on to your right wrist. Pull up and out, take a little tip to the left. Return back to center, maybe a little arch of your back, maybe look up. Downward dog. Right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, roll your hips open. Return to center, close your hips. Look forward, step through as quietly as you can. Right hand, big twist, reach up, look up. Land that hand inside of your foot and pivot around to the side of your mat. You're a little bit pigeon-toed. Take up space, rise up, hands up, reach and look up. Warrior two, right side. Tilt up and back, reverse your shape. Both hands to the earth, lift up your back heel. Big twist, right hand reaches up to the sky. Right hand by your hip, same deal with the left, so your chest is floating in space. Come on up, high lunge, reach, reach, reach. Lean in, hands by your hips. Exhale all the way down, empty, empty, empty. Rise up, breathe in. Exhale, go lower. One more time, rise up, breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga, hands to the mat, step back, lower down. Urdhva Mukha, heart lifts. Adho Mukha, look back. Walk to the top of your mat, half forward fold. And exhale, surrender. All the way up to stand, hands to the sky. Fold completely. Come up halfway, back is flat. Hands to the mat, left foot back, your knee drops down. Hands reach up, big breath in. Hold on to your left wrist. Pull up and out, tip over to the right. Return to center, maybe a little arch of your back. Reach, reach. Downward dog. Left foot lifts, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, roll the hips open. Return to center, three-legged dog. Look forward, step through. Left hand lifts, push down through the right. Left hand inside of your foot, pivot around to the side of your mat, pigeon-toed. Take up space, rise up, reach. Warrior two, front of your mat. Tilt up and back, reverse. Return, warrior two. One more time, up and back, reach. Both hands to the floor, lift up your back heel. Big twist, left hand rises. Left hand by your waist, same with the right, you're floating, strengthen the legs. Rise up to stand, reach. Exhale all the air out, lean in. Rise up to stand, reach. Go a little lower. Last one, stay low. Chaturanga. Urdhva Mukha, shine. Adho Mukha, reach back. Walk to the top of your mat, half forward fold. Exhale, surrender. Hands to the sky, breathe in. Hands to heart. If you're comfortable, close your eyes. Through the connection of your thumbs into your chest, feel the aliveness of your potentiality, your infinite nature. We'll open up your eyes, let your hands fall down by your side, bring your feet together. Coming into a chair pose, bend your knees, Utkatasana, hands to the sky. Take a twist to your right side, elbow travels outside of your thigh, knees stay level. Return to center, stay low. Twist to the left. Return to center, stay low. Big forward fold. Flat back, breathe in. Hands to the mat, right foot back, knee down. Reach up, big arch of your back. Keep pushing the hips forward. Downward dog. Right foot lifts, three-legged dog. Step through. This time your back heel comes to the floor. Let's take the hands to the sky. A warrior one, hips squared to the front of your mat. Cactus the arms out wide, straighten your front leg. Rebend, warrior one. Do that again. Heart rises up, shoulder blades sliding down. One more time, rebend. And exhale, straighten. Rebend, stay low. Warrior two. Tilt up and back, straightening out your right leg. Triangle pose. Maybe some of you bring your back foot a little bit closer. Left hand up, reach up and look up. Left hand behind your back, look down, bend into your right knee. Fingertips go ahead of you, maybe use a block here. Back heel lifts, back foot lifts, half moon. Push through your standing leg down into the mat here. Your back leg reaching back in space. Imagine a little string on the crown of your head pulling you forwards. Go ahead, take your left hand up to the sky. Some of you might just flood a little bit here with taking your right hand, less pressure, maybe even releasing it from the mat, bringing hand to heart. Breath, steady and complete. One more full cycle of breath. With your next exhale, soften your standing leg, land back, warrior stance. Arms float, warrior two. Hands to the mat, cartwheel down, lift up your back heel. Big twist, right hand reaches to the sky, and here we hold. Now your left hand is pushing strongly down into the mat. This is an active connection, pushing from your shoulder. Both of your toes point to the right side of your mat. Let your back heel drop down to the mat. Now we might step your right foot halfway back, or maybe even all the way back into a side plank. Those of you who'd like to go further, right foot steps behind you, wild thing. Take 3 more breaths to explore here. Left hand push, 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 push. Making your way back to plank. Optional vinyasa, we'll meet in downward dog. With your next breath in, wave your way forward, plank. Bend your knees, look forwards. Maybe a little hop to the top of your mat. Half forward fold. And exhale, surrender. All the way up to stand, bend your knees, chair pose. Twist to the left, knees stay level. Return to center, stay low. Exhale, twist to the right. Return to center, stay low. Big forward fold. Rise up halfway. Hands to the mat, left foot back, your knee drops down. Big arch of your back, reach, send the hips low. Downward dog. Left foot floats, three-legged dog. Step through, your back heel drops down. Warrior one, rise up, breathe in. Cactus the arms out wide, straighten your front leg. Breathe in, rebend. Heart lifts as the arms go wide. Rebend one more time. And exhale, shine. Rebend, hands to the sky. Warrior two, open wide. Tilt up and back, reverse, straighten out your left leg. Triangle, left hand down, maybe back foot comes a little closer. Right hand, reach it up, maybe look at your fingertips. Wrap your right hand behind your back and look down. Bend into your left knee, come on forwards. Use your fingertips for support, half moon. You're a supernova, expanding down into your standing leg, back through your back leg, out through the crown, and maybe right hand reaches up to the sky. Perhaps some of you flirting with taking your left hand away from the earth, or even just a little less pressure through your fingers. 3 more cycles of breath. 2 more. Last one. Soften your standing leg, land back, warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Cartwheel down, lift your back heel. Left hand reaches, reach, 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 hold here. Notice the pressure of your right hand down into the mat. Rosemary, if you can, your whole palm on the mat. Yeah, fingers spread out wide. All 10 toes point to your left. Let your back heel drop down. Keep pushing through your right hand. Maybe step halfway back. Maybe step all the way back. Maybe take it a little further, floating your top leg. Optional, wild thing. 3 more breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Optional vinyasa. Let's meet together in downward dog. Inhale your way forwards to plank. Bend your knees, crouch, look forward, energize your legs. Maybe hop to the top of your mat, half forward fold. And exhale, surrender. Hands to the sky, big breath comes in. Hands to your waist and take a big step with your right foot to the side of your mat, Prasarita Pada Tadasana. Hands reach up, breath comes in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Just check you're a little bit pigeon-toed here. Knee bending is okay. We'll lengthen the spine, belly active. Exhale, fold. Maybe some of you walk your hands further behind you. Maybe even flipping your fingers to face away. Your inhale breath lengthens your spine. Exhale breath, weight moves forward onto the toes. One more cycle of breath right here. With your next breath in, come up just halfway, flat back. Right hand centers below your face and your left hand to your waist. Now we push down through your right hand, twist open, left hand to the sky. Switch hands, left hand spirals down, right hand to right waist. Inhale, push, twist, look up. Do that again, exhale, fold. Push up, twist up, hold here. Now you notice your left foot. Keep pushing down through it, but turn your toes towards the short edge of your mat. Push down through your right hand. We're going to step your right foot through so that you're facing the front of your mat. Right leg is straight. Yes. Now your left foot comes really close to your sit bones, but you have about 2 fist widths between your left foot and your right thigh. Right hand comes to the ground to support you. Left hand reaches up. Take a big breath in. Reach inside of your leg as far forward as you can. Thumb flips down and we wrap around your shin. Now maybe some of us stay here. Perhaps some of us reach with your right hand behind you. A strap can come in handy here if you'd like to go for the bind. Our inhales create length, and the exhales, big forward fold. 3 more breaths here. Right leg stays long. And exhale, surrender. 2 more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Try to keep the length. And we exhale, fold. Rise up. Release your bind. Take your left hand to the sky. Right hand to the mat. Step back to where we were before, Prasarita Pada Tadasana. Push through your foot and right hand and step. Left hand to the earth, right hand reaches up high. This time it's your right toes pointing to the back of your mat. Push through your left hand. Left foot swings through, take a seat. 2 fist widths between your right foot and your left thigh. Bring your foot in nice and close. Left hand to the mat. And your right hand reaches up. Take a big breath in. Lean forward, reach inside of your knee, thumb down, wrap around your shin. Maybe left hand reaches behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. 3 more breaths. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep your left leg strong and long. Push through your heel. 2 more here. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Last one here. Lengthen. Fold completely. Releasing your bind. Right hand to the sky. Left hand beside your hip. Return to Prasarita. Push through your feet. Both hands to the mat. Lengthen halfway, flat back. Take your hands to waist. We're a little bit pigeon-toed. All the way up to stand, hands to the sky, reach and look up. Interlace your fingers behind your back or take any other bind. Reverse namaste or grab a hold of your forearms. Lengthen the spine, energize your legs, and fold completely, heart leading the way. Inhales, lengthen. And exhale, soften. If you'd like, Kara, you can lean into my leg. I won't let you fall forwards. Two more breaths here. Last one. Energize your legs a lot. Rise up. Take your hands to the sky. Step to the top of your mat, hands by your side. We're in Samaspitihi. A full vinyasa. Inhale, hands up, reach. Exhale, fold completely. Come up halfway, back is flat. Chaturanga, exhale all the way down. Your greatest potential when you're the most empty. Shine forward, breathe in, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Downward dog, exhale back. Right foot floats, three-legged dog. Pigeon, right shin to the floor. Let's slide your left leg back. If this doesn't agree with your body, feel free to roll over onto your right hip. Lie down on your back and take a figure 4. Those of you remaining in pigeon, you might keep your chest lifted or perhaps surrender the forearms or chest down towards the earth. Lengthen your exhale breaths here. Breathe out even deeper. Your next breath in, let's start to walk the hands back under your shoulders. If you're lying on your back, let's return to face down. We're rocking the weight onto your right hip. Swing your left foot out to about 45 degrees, and your right foot comes to the inner left thigh. We'll take your right hand to the sky. You're growing tall. Maybe left hand reaches to push your right leg away. Lean over your left leg. Some of you might choose to remain here, imagining your right knee moving closer to the center of the earth. Others might enjoy folding both hands over your straight leg. Keep that left leg long and engaged. Push through your heel. Toes are pulling back towards you. Beautiful stretch for a muscle that sits on the side of your spine. There's one on the left, one on the right. Runs along the top of your hip crease at the back of your hips. And joins also to your rib cage at the back of your body, a little rectangular muscle, quadratus lumborum, which is often imbalanced between left to right and also tight in people who experience lower back pain. And we'll bring your hands back underneath you, rise to center. Place both of your feet on the earth, hip width apart. Grab a hold of your thighs, or maybe go further and reach your hands forward. Take a breath in. Tuck your tailbone under, exhale and curl. Now hold here, breathe in again, nail the feet to the mat. Exhale, go a little bit lower, tuck a little bit further, invite the back of your waist towards the mat. And here, breathe in again. And exhale, you're not all the way down, but you're pretty close. One more breath in here, reach. And exhale, lower down, knees to chest. Rock up to balance. Inhale. Try to keep your feet off the mat. We meet in a plank. Cross your shins, hands to the mat, step back. Breathe in here. Slow chaturanga coming up. We lower down. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Point your toes. Push through the hands. Shine. And exhale, downward dog. Left foot floats, three-legged dog. Pigeon, chin to the floor. Accommodate yourself here, understanding it can take a few breaths. And not all sides are created equal every day. As we explore these limits of sensation, sometimes we need to disconnect from the actual physical shape of it and instead tune into that intensity of sensation that may be equal on both sides. Explore the very end of each exhale breath. Those of you who lower down, slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders, rocking the weight onto your left hip. Swing your right leg around to 45. Left hand reaches up to the sky. Right hand across your waist. Push your leg away and fold over your right leg. Perhaps remaining here. Perhaps at some point turning your chest to face your straight leg. And wherever you are, just imagining your left knee moving a little closer towards the earth. We begin with an intention of movement, understanding that the rest is out of our control. Slowly rise back to center and pop both feet hip width apart on the mat. Let's do this little roll down again. So either grab a hold of your thighs or reach forward as you inhale. Tuck your pelvis under, tuck a little and hold. Lengthen again, inhale, feet stay heavy. Tuck under even further, go a little bit lower. 3 more breaths to the floor, inhale, hold here. Tuck under, reaching the back of your waist down. Inhale here. Exhale, go a little bit lower. Last breath in. And lower everything down. Bring your knees up to your chest. Give yourself a nice little squeeze. Now we'll take your feet up to the sky. Some of you may prefer here to slide your mat to a wall and rest your legs up the wall. This can be a lovely place to experience the benefits of inversion. If you'd like to go further, pop your hands on the mat and spiral over into Halasana, plow pose. Your toes coming towards the space behind your head. If your toes contact with the earth here, you may consider interlacing your fingers behind your back and pushing the pinky fingers down into the earth. Some of you may explore bending your knees and inviting your knees to hug your temples. Final option here is to come into shoulder stand, Salamba Shavangasana, lengthening your legs up to the sky. Point your toes and use the muscles of your thighs, the muscles of your glutes to create length. Over your next few rounds of breath, vertebrae by vertebrae, we lower to the mat. It might be supportive to bend at the hip once more. Use your hands for control. Use your lower belly. Try to avoid the flop. Once your hips are down, lengthen your legs, ground your heels to the earth. Keep the big toes touching and pointing away from you. We push into your forearms. Lift the chest, look back, crown of your head with pressure on the mat. Breathe into your throat, space between your collarbones and upper chest. When you feel ready to release a little support of your forearms, chin to chest, we lower down. Invite your knees to your chest, give yourself a little squeeze, and take the next 10 or 15 breaths for any additional movement to ensure your practice feels complete. Those of you with a headstand practice, this is a good time to try. We might take a twist or maybe relax in happy baby. Within your next few rounds of breath, we find stillness, Shavasana. Take up space on your mat here. Ensure a good distance between your heels, sending them out to the corners of your mat. Let your toes fall out to the sides of your space, heaviness entering into the bones of your legs. Notice the position of the back of your pelvis on the mat and feel free to make any little adjustment there. And same with your shoulders. All the wriggles, all the necessary jiggles. A little space between your upper arms and your body helps the air to circulate and take advantage of your natural air conditioning system. And we might place the palms facing up to the sky, ready to receive the blessings due for you today. Notice the muscles of your jaw, the texture of your tongue inside of your mouth. The sweetness of your cheeks, the softness of your corners of your eyes, and the spaciousness contained within your forehead, the crown of your head, and the back of your head. Now is time for you to rest. It's okay for you to rest now. If you could soften in this moment by 1% more, what would that feel like for you? Your greatest emptiness, your fullest potential. Feel any movement of air against your skin. And bring
Bring your next breath in through the soles of your feet, up into your belly button. In through the soles of your feet, up your legs, centering at your belly button. Your next breaths travel in through the soles of your feet to your belly button, chest, crown of your head, and out by your sides back to the soles. Take one more full and expansive, nourishing breath just like that. We'll then start to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. You might take a big stretch or perhaps rest for a moment on your favorite side. Slow to rise as you make your way to face the front of your space. As you arrive there, find a comfortable resting place for your hands, palms up. Feel the softness in the space of your palms. Into this emptiness of your hands, your blessings for the day will fall. Your only job, a willingness to be there to receive. We'll bring this potentiality in your hands together. Touch your palms and connect your thumbs inward to your chest bone. Remind yourself of your sankalpa, your heart's greatest longing for today. And we bring this heart wish through the thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows, transferring it into the logical, rational mind. May we all move forward with balance between the two. Namaste.
Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that this practice has helped you to feel more whole. See you again soon.